So I wanted to share kind of what came through. So I have a big event today, and I didn't think I was like nervous about it. The only nerves that I had were that, you know, the kids and the arrangements, and Deza just having her surgery, and she's still kind of very, you know, it's just stuff, right? But I do trust in the people I have around me to help and all that good stuff. I did the Fancy Sexy Rich event last night, and it was, well, it's funny because I didn't feel like it was anything special at all. Like, matter of fact, I was like, well, was it good? Like, what? And people, the feedback was great. You know, it was really great. It was better than normal. I was like, what the fuck? And it always seems that way. It's like when you think you haven't done a good job, it's like those are the best ones, and the things where you're happy with it, it's like, well, that sucks. I mean, it's happened. And when you get this far in marketing and just business and stuff, I mean, your ego is just totally fine with that shit. Because I mean, I remember having my videos and free trainings and webinars, and I personally thought they were the best. I'm like, this is it. This is the message I want to let be the message, and blah, blah, blah. And they were just dead. And I had to go back to the like mainstream ones that I just fucking hated. And I was like, well, fuck. Okay. What do I know? But anyway, so, and I think what it is I get it. Like, there's a certain, you have to calibrate to certain things, and that's what we're doing. But so I went to bed. I knew that I was, you know, wired afterwards, because I'm answering messages at like 10 o'clock at night, and that's just a personal boundary of mine that I set long ago in 2019. Like, I don't care who it is, like, nobody gets a message back, and I just overstepped that, and I just had energy, and so much energy last night. There was just so much energy and buzzing and excitement, and so there's that. It was hard to go to sleep, and I woke up at 2:40 something, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I started reading a book. I was just reading a book. I created a post. And then I remember thinking, I stayed up till 4:44. And I remember thinking, all right, you can get up now and go do your me time, because you got an early morning. It's kind of like when you have to leave for the airport in the mornings. It's like you still want to get up early and get your shit in, or you want to sleep or whatever. So in my mind, I was like, all right, you can get up now and get all your shit in and have a really good day, and and you're going to miss out on sleep, like your sleep deficit, or you're going to be in your sleep things going down. But I was in a sleep surplus. I was in 100% plus sleep surplus. So technically this day only puts me into like 80%, whereas normally I like being 90 to 100. So I couldn't go back to sleep, and decided, all right, fuck it. I'll get up. What feels good right now? And I was even thinking, like, I could just take a fucking half of my Adderall if worst thing happens, so I can focus during the event. Probably need to do that anyway, because it's an all-day event. Oh my God, kill me now. And so, but then there's that, like, oh, should I take it? It's like caffeine. Should I take it? Or, oh, drinking. Oh, should I? You know, all these fucking bullshit limitations and these judgments, and should I eat this or should I not? Like, see, I still go through the same thing. But then you realize what's out of fear and lack. Like, well, let me go back to sleep so I can get one more hour, because if I don't get the hour, blah, 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 like fear. When I know from my past, from the history before, that just go with this energy, case. Just fucking go with this energy. Do not fight it. Go with it. And that's one thing that working with Sarah, my shaman, she teaches. And she's like, she does that, where she wakes up at 2 and 3 and just stays up and does what she needs to do and takes naps, and she's easy with herself, and then she gets back on a regular routine. Like, we don't fight it, whereas used to I would sit here and struggle and fight and beat myself up for this and that and not this and that, and that creates more just drama, trauma, and stress. So I was like, fuck it. I get up, I do my stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna drive to the beach. I'm gonna walk on the beach, not thinking that it was gonna be fucking dark. Because I've driven here before in the dark, and I'm like, I ain't getting out. You kidding me? That's like a damn scary movie. A little white girl out here in little shorts. Man, this is a fucking hell no. But I pulled up, and I don't know, y'all, like I'm telling you, this when the spirit be coming through, mate, you just have superpowers. Like, you're in your magic. You're just, you know. And I pulled in, and at first I'm like, you should not be doing this. It's dangerous. Da, da, da. And I'm like, fuck that. I just noticed that fear shit, and I'm like, no, fuck that. What feels expansive right now? And I was like, it would feel really good to fight this fear, not even fight it, to just overcome it. And to like, as a workout. Like, I don't know if I can do this squat this way, and you get in and you do it and you push yourself, and like the exhilaration that you feel, that breakthrough, like I was wanting that. I was wanting that. I was needing that. So I got out, no other car but one car's in the parking lot, and it's very dark. I mean, it's the ocean, and there's not a lot of lights around. Like, it's fucking dark. Like, it looks like, oh, there's a street light, then pitch black dark. And I got out first, and I'm looking around, still very nervous. It reminded me when I used to hunt. So my dad would come from hunters and stuff, and he would send me out in the fucking woods with a gun, but in the fucking woods in like dark, walking through the fucking woods. And I remember back then just comforting myself and focusing on like being a hunter instead of the hunted, you know, that mentality of the warrior versus the hunted, right? Seriously. And so I pulled that shit back out and had my phone and was using my phone as the light. And when I got up there and kind of just came back to earth and said, Casey, look, if you're supposed to die right now, you're supposed to die. Like, let's do Lieutenant Dan shit. Like, let's go just out. Like, fuck it, man. Fuck the fear. Fuck it. Let it go. Like, this is all, you know, that constant back and forth. and I got my head right. And I said, fuck it, no light, because if I don't use a light, my eyes will adjust. Like, we're humans, we can do this. Like, my eyes can adjust. Let's get past the fear. Let's get it one with this shit. And it was my workout this morning, obviously. No weights, but tons of emotional, spiritual resistance. So there you go. That was my resistance training. So as I start to walk out, I did see one person way off in the yonder. I mean, hundreds of yards away with like a little light. You could tell they were running or something. No one else on the beach whatsoever. There was a boat out there. You could see the boat lights, but that's about it. And all of a sudden, I had to pee, and I'm like, oh, great. And I was like, you know what? It's fucking dark. Hello. I'm just going to piss right here. And I was like, see, this is the perks. Nobody can see me. I am literally where we normally like go to the beach and everybody's there. Like, it's widely just open in the public. Dude, I was so free. So free, I just fucking pulled down my pants and took a piss right there. Just pissed in public. Nobody could see me. It was so much fun. It was so just much fun, you know? Yeah. And so I was like, how about that shit? So I keep walking towards the ocean and getting more and more comfortable as my eyes adjust, and I start just looking around going, wow, look at this. Like, I can see so much here. I can see so much now that I've been okay and I've accepted the darkness. I can see so much now. And then the feels started to come through, and I started crying, and I cried for 10 minutes and had the best prayer, it was awesome. And I was like, how about this, you know? The fear that would have kept me from this just magical breakthrough and this magical just win and this magical daily thing that I used to work out and feel, and that, you know, everybody I think tries to feel with their workouts and stuff like that. It came through, you know? And I was like, you know, and another cool thing is I couldn't do this. I can't do this during the day. I try to wear glasses if I'm walking on the beach in case I start crying. But I didn't even need glasses, and I just walked, and I was crying and talking and just out loud and just letting it go. Nobody could see me. I was just so free. And I was like, how about that, man? The darkness, our dark days and our dark nights and our dark times, if we are willing to accept them and sit with them and trust that we will eventually be able to see things that we couldn't see before. Number one. Number two is that the freedom that comes with our darkness and our shadows and all the things that we're so scared of, the beautiful things that we can do because we're in that dark space where we're all alone. There's so many positives to that, but we don't see it that way because we're still terrified. So it's really doing exercises like this, and it doesn't have to be walking in the dark. I don't want you to put yourself at danger, obviously, but, working out, being so scared to go to the gym, being so scared to lift heavy or push yourself, or to take the call, or to say yes, or to invest in that coaching package that you wanted to invest in. Like, those things, y'all, are the exact things that are going to give us those breakthroughs. You just have to do it. And then you have to address the emotional intelligence part. And you have to always go back to faith and trust and fairy dust. You always have to go back to what is your desires? What is your heart's desire? The God flow, the love flow, the universe flow, the supportive flow. And, what are we so scared of? And then looking that right in the eye and being okay with that happening too. There's just such freedom in that. We can start seeing things that we've never been able to see. So that's my message that came through today. Do something with it.
This is it. I've got a free training, CaseyShip.com/register. Be sure to grab that and then join my free Facebook group and just reach out. Struggle is not required. So hit me up, CaseyShip.com/register. Talk to you soon.